All right, welcome. Hey guys, have you ever wondered which Hogwarts house is actually the best? Today we have assembled three competitors to represent three houses that have won the Hogwarts Cup on this show in the past so that they can battle it out to declare a 2018 victor. So put on your sorting hat, log on to Pottermore, and join us on this Hogwarts adventure for victory. Start that music. So professional. I know. So joining us today, we have a couple of competitors that I will introduce to you guys. First one up is Allison. What's going on, Allison?
Not much, just on a break from class for a couple hours. So, what better way to de-stress?
Exactly. What better way than to hang out with us? Then also from all the way across the pond, we have Ewan. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good.
I
Yep.
didn't I
What?
didn't I didn't ask how you are. I just said
Oh,
what's
I
up.
see how it is. Well, then I'll respond in kind, Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also here, Jordan having some problems with his phone, but he finally figured it out. What's up, Jordan?
What's up, guys? Actually, the problems were with my laptop, and then my phone died, so I had to plug it up to the charger real quick. But yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, technology not always our friend. If you've ever been on the show, you know how many just technical problems seem to happen every single week. But we get it done for you guys. We have a couple more episodes the rest of this year, but we'd love to connect with you because the whole reason for this podcast is to build community in our Facebook group and to be able to get to know each other a little better and have our voice heard. And so, I want to remind you that you can subscribe on iTunes and on Spotify, so you can just download the episodes directly to your phone. And then join us on Patreon too. If you want to become a Patreon supporter, you can actually get cool giveaways and prizes like this last month. Actually, I haven't announced it yet, but this last month, we were giving away this movie called Get Out. Pretty sure you've heard of it. And the winner was actually Jonathan Youngblood, but he said that he already has it. So I have to choose a different person to do it, but I just choose from the people who support us on Patreon. All it is that money goes towards me buying stuff like this for you guys. And so I will get that to you soon. And Jonathan says whoever wants it can have it, I guess. So if any of you three of you guys want it, I can give it to you.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
work over here,
I
but
bought that. I bought that Blu-ray the first day it came out.
Yeah.
I don't have a Blu-ray
actually,
player, otherwise I'd say yes.
yeah, no, I'm Region B, so you know,
Well, what about
I,
that digital code? Would the digital code work?
probably not. Unfortunately, like I wish that would work, but there's been so many times when there's even been times I've won competitions with a digital code and then I can't get it because I try it and it's invalid. It's really annoying. I honestly I think the region thing is just awful. Like I've bought so many region A DVDs for like obscure movies, and then I can't watch them. It's so annoying. Anyway,
Come on, Europe, get with the program.
get with the program, man.
All right. Well,
Jeez.
before we jump into our Hogwarts House Cup, or it's basically just a trivia contest, I wanted to ask you guys, like, what's your temperature gauge on Fantastic Beasts 2? Are you excited? Are you a little hesitant? I know that the reviews have come out and they've been pretty mixed. So, Allison, where are you when it comes to Fantastic Beasts 2?
I don't get me wrong, I have some issues with the first one, but I just really, really love what they're doing with it, just as a whole. And so I'm really excited. Like Eddie Redmayne and Newt Scamander as Newt Scamander is like perfect to me. Like I came out of that movie being like, that was the best thing I've ever seen because of all of the animal stuff. So I'm sure I'm gonna have issues with some like technical things and movie things, but overall I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, and Newt Scamander represents the Hufflepuffs really well, so shout out to him. But Ewan, what's your temperature on it? I know that you seem to be a little more skeptical. I think is how I would identify you as a pretty like a film skeptic. So where do you stand?
I'm not even sure if I actually really like the first Fantastic Beasts, but I haven't seen it since it came out. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for the new one. I've heard it's really, like, I've heard it's mental. Like I've a couple people I know have seen it already, and they're saying it's absolutely crazy, and there's all sorts of spoilers going on. I'm curious to see it. I like the Harry Potter films. Somewhere in I think we talked about how much I hate Goblet of Fire before, but like you know, yeah, I'm excited for the new one. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, what's actually interesting on the Goblet of Fire thing is that that was one of my favorites for a while, and then through talking to you, you kind of like
Oh,
opened my
I'm
eyes to
sorry.
a couple of things. But no, I mean, I just appreciate the book a lot more, and I think maybe it was
Oh,
actually rereading the book that made me like the movie a little less because there's just so many blatantly different things that the movie does that the
yeah,
book didn't do that you're
it
wondering
would
why they
have
made those decisions.
it would have
That's
benefited
it.
from Quaron definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the thing about it, the biggest problem really is the Quidditch World Cup thing. I know why they cut it because it took quite a big portion of the book, but when you contrast that with the terror of the Death Eaters happening, and you just like go from one extreme to the other, I think that's what made it so effective in the book. Like I was absolutely shaken to my core when I read that, and in the film it's just Death Eaters, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
there's the whole thing. Honestly, like I would forgive the film everything, but they added that awful bit in the dining hall when I don't know if you guys remember this, but like when Cho waves over at Harry and then Harry's got like some porridge or something in his mouth, and
Yeah, he spits it out.
it's like
I mean,
I thought
it's
that
so
was hilarious.
yeah, I didn't mind that. I
I
think
thought it was hilarious.
stuff that
in my
bothers
entire
me is
life.
more
Like
like
it's oh,
I think
actually
there's a
make me
lot of red herrings in the movie. There's just a bunch of random stuff to throw you off of like who to actually suspect, and it's just totally random. So those are the couple things. But Jordan, anyway, how do you feel about Fantastic Beasts 2?
Uh, I am in the minority that I really liked the first Fantastic Beast. Like I really, really liked it. Is it one of the better of the movies? No, but I still like really enjoyed it. As far as Fantastic Beasts 2 is concerned, I'm really excited to see it. I've been bending over backwards to avoid um, for like the last week. um, but yeah, I'm really excited to see it. And Goblet of Fire is actually my mom's favorite movie. So
Jordan's mom. Shout out to Jordan's mom.
The year that nobody got a
yeah, like
haircut.
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that hair was
Actually,
pretty bad.
actually, no. It started in Prisoner of Azkaban when the hair started to get longer, and it Goblet of
But then it
Fire
just
it
got
just like
really,
but
really
yeah,
But it was
bad.
like
But
it
it's
was at a
like,
good length. That can be like a whole podcast episode of
yeah.
just Harry Potter's hair.
I would argue that Prisoner of Azkaban is a wee bit long, but it's like stylishly long because Quaron was overseeing it. But then when Mike Neal got in, he's like, "Oh, they're teenagers, so they have to have bad haircuts." And so Ron's hair is just absolutely disgusting the entire movie.
or
Yeah,
Ron's hair is
out
ill.
of control.
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's like Harry's. I
Yeah,
can kind of understand because his hair has always been messy, so it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of understandable. But like Ron, I'm just like, why does his hair look like that?
yeah. His mom
He's a
loved
wizard.
him. Like oh, that hair. No one's mom loves someone with that hair. Like I'm just saying, like not in a bad way, just in an accurate way. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
but even Harry's hair, like one of his character traits is his hair doesn't stick, like it doesn't stay down, and it
Yeah.
weighed too much to stick up like it was supposed to. So
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty excited too. And it sounds like we're pretty much all on the same page when it comes to the first one. I really liked the first one, and I probably would rank it above like at least Goblet of Fire and maybe Chamber of Secrets or something. And I like both of them for different reasons, but I thought Fantastic Beasts did a lot of bold things that were really good. And I liked even like the Muggle characters sometimes more than the wizard characters. And so I enjoyed
All the movies are better than Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
Oh no, no, no,
I mean, it's
no,
not
no,
that.
no.
Yeah, don't
Really?
get you and off on this one, but
Oh,
yeah, we could save that for another podcast. But
yeah,
let's go
no.
ahead and jump in.
I like the movie, but it's definitely the weaker of the films. I like the movie, but it's
Okay, right. Yeah.
I mean, I think
I just think
it's only weak because a lot of it feels like a retread. There's not a whole lot of like newish stuff, but I
I
still
would.
really
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I mean, sorry to keep cutting across everyone. Like the timing's kind of weird. Like I start talking and then like there's like a delay. I think maybe. Anyway, so like my reasoning for liking it is like it does rehash a few things from the first one, but the first one feels kind of like a prototype to me. So like I feel like Chamber of Secrets enhanced them. But then what it also did was they executed the set pieces so well, and so like the whole thing with the basilisk, I love that. I love that sequence. And then all the guy who played young Tom Riddle was fantastic. So
Yeah, I think the second half of the movie comes off really well.
His performance in that movie is really underrated. Like he's actually really good. And I thought like it would have been like if they would have actually did this in 6, but if that scene where Voldemort comes back to the school after he's been away for a while, if they would have got that same actor to be that guy for that scene, that would have been really cool if they had that scene in the movie. But
yeah. All right.
They cut so much of the Voldemort stuff from that movie. They cut so much of Voldemort stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I still love Half-Blood Prince, but yeah, there are things in the book that I love way, way more, and it might be my favorite of the books.
No, it's definitely my favorite book, and because of the Voldemort stuff, like we just get to learn about him, and it's so fascinating, and they just.
The thing is, you can totally see how he was formed as well. Like that's what was really clever about it. And what I really liked about the Chamber of Secrets Tom Riddle compared to the Half-Blood Prince one is that the Half-Blood Prince one was more like straight psycho. Like, hello, I kill small rabbits. Like, you can totally see him being like one of those kids. But like the one in Chamber of Secrets,
it was so weird.
You know, I mean,
it was so weird in that one scene where Dumbledore, like when they come back from the memory, and Harry was like, "Did you know?" And Dumbledore was like, "Did I just met one of the darkest wizards of all time?" No, I didn't. It's like, did you not?
Yes, you did.
It's like that was a pretty creepy kid.
Pretty creepy kid.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with these trivia questions. I believe I have about 12, but we'll see how fast we get through them. I have way more in reserve too, but some of these questions have to do with some fantastic beasts. And so some of the answers to these are those. Let me get through the entire question, and then whoever buzzes in first with their house gets to answer first. And so everything's just worth 1 point for now until I decide to get crazy and multiply the points. So everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Well, I think we should have some John Williams Harry Potter playing in the background. So this brought to you by Spotify. Nothing's better than that. All right. So first question. Oh, I guess I should probably say who's like representing each house and stuff in case people don't know. So Allison, you are Slytherin. And then you are Ravenclaw because you are so wise. And Jordan is Gryffindor. Jordan is Gryffindor.
Sorry, bad joke.
Yeah. And then I'm Hufflepuff, but Hufflepuff never wins, so I'm just here representing the house, hoping that everybody has a good time. So I think that's probably fitting. All right. First question. These giant spiders originated in Borneo, but a previously unknown colony in Scotland was encountered by Harry Potter and Ron Weasley in their second year at Hogwarts.
Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, is this the buzzing round?
Yeah, and so you just buzz in. So,
So I think I just buzzed in.
I think you buzzed in a little prematurely, but I'll allow it for the first question.
Okay, so you have to wait for the question.
I'll give it to him.
Oh, sorry. Wait. So you need to wait. Sorry, you wait for the question to finish before you buzz.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you guys think that's fair, or should like the first person who just buzzes in be? Yeah. Let me finish the question. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I think for that one, I think who was? I think I shouldn't get that one. Whoever was following the rules should probably get it.
All right. So who was second? Was that Allison?
That was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the answer?
Acromantula.
Acromantula is correct. 1 point to Slytherin.
I'm so terrible at creatures.
There's only a couple questions on there, so.
Okay.
I like the first two words of this one. It's going to be exciting for Jordan. The first two words of this question are: these creatures are found in tropical climates and resemble an empty cloak. They suffocate sleeping victims and can only be repelled by the Patronus charm.
Gryffindor.
All right, Gryffindor.
Dementors.
That is not correct.
What?
Yeah, there's another creature. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah.
I can't either.
Some of these are pretty hardcore that I had to look up.
I haven't read the book Fantastic Beasts in a while. Yeah.
There are two acceptable names for them. Anybody want to give a stab at it? They both start with L. This question brought to you by Yogi's Grill Teriyaki Bowl.
Making me hungry now, Caleb.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, so the answer is a lethifold or a living shroud.
Yeah, I was not gonna get that.
Yeah, okay. All right. A couple, I think one more beast, and then we'll get to some normal questions. All right. These carnivorous beasts have a particular taste for humans and live only on the island of Dreer. Their nickname is derived from a legend that they were once a human family transfigured by a rival clan.
I probably should have read Fantastic Beasts before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the book as well. It's so annoying. It's like
I literally have the book on my bookshelf right now.
Same.
See, I don't.
I can't reach it, you know. So very upset.
Yeah, I think Fantastic Beasts 2, the screenplay, actually, you can buy it the day that it comes out. I think it comes out like on Friday. So you can actually read it before you go to the movie too. But anyway, the answer to that is a quintuped or a hairy McBoon.
Oh yeah, no, the drawings for those ones are really funny. I remember that now. Yeah. Although I don't know
I read Fantastic Beasts when I was like 14, and I haven't read it since.
Yeah. I always wondered how it would move with 5 legs. I don't think that's very practical.
Yeah. All right. So here we go.
Nothing should ever have an odd number of legs. Like,
Yeah.
that should be like the first law of nature.
It kind of is.
Yeah, kind of. Symmetry is big in nature, and Fibonacci and all that. Yeah. Although, anyway.
So Slytherin has 1 point, and nobody has any other points because those were hard. But
Are
these
we doing
ones,
negative points, Caleb?
yeah, we'll do negative points too.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, then it goes away. So it's smart
Okay,
not
so
to answer if you really don't know.
So I guess me and Caleb have -1. I mean, me and Ewan have -1 then.
Technically, we didn't get any answers wrong, so because we didn't answer, so
Yeah.
I think we're both on 0. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go from 0 for now. So, all right. So, these 2 other European schools of magic compete with Hogwarts in the Tri-Wizard Tournament.
Slytherin.
I nearly buzzed in for Gryffindor. I was like, Griff.
All right, Slytherin.
Durmstrang and Beauxbaton.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. At the 1994 Quidditch World Cup, featured in Goblet of Fire, Harry and his friends pass by a tent for a witches' institute in this American city. Think American city. Think witches.
Oh, Slytherin.
Slytherin.
Salem Witches Institute.
Yep, Salem Witches Institute. That is correct.
Dumb question. Is that an actual place? I didn't know that.
Yes,
Salem.
it is.
Yeah, I think it's where
the Salem witch trials were like a really big thing. Like,
yeah.
I know. I heard of the Salem witch trials. I just didn't know that was the name of a place. I thought that's. I don't know what I thought that was. But,
Yeah,
okay.
you can still go there, and you can still be thrown into water and see if you float like a rock. And then if you do, then you're a witch. All right. So next question. According to Ron, Bill had a pen friend in this country that sent him a cursed hat when Bill couldn't visit.
Gryffindor. No, Ravenclaw. Sorry.
Ravenclaw.
Oh my. This is bad. Okay, I'm probably wrong with this, but I'm gonna say Bulgaria. I don't think it's right. But
Bulgaria is not correct.
See, that's what I was thinking too, but now I'm blanking on it.
It does start with the B.
Oh wait. Ravenclaw. Can I redeem myself?
Yeah.
Brazil.
Brazil is correct. You have 0 points.
Yeah.
You even it out. All right. Now this one is there's lots of answers, but name any of the sweets we know from the skiving snack boxes.
Slytherin.
Nosebleed
Nugget.
Nosebleed Nougat is 1. I'll let anybody else answer too. I think there's 5 possible answers, so if you want to buzz in for more points, I'll let you.
I know there's booger flavored.
So that's the flavor beans, but that's not in the skiving snack boxes.
I don't remember the name
then
of
yeah,
it,
just forget I even said anything.
but there's
Yeah, you
one that makes
technically
you,
didn't buzz in, so it's okay.
I forget the name of it, but there's one that makes you puke.
Puking pasties.
Puking.
Yes.
No, Ravenclaw. Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Puking
Ravenclaw.
pasties.
Yeah, Ravenclaw buzzed in. So now
I
Ravenclaw
just
has
Simon
1 point.
killed you guys. I Simon killed you. You know what? Okay, I'll explain that another time. But yeah, that's what I just.
Yeah. All right. One of the earliest tests for the trick suite was on Dudley Dursley. It causes the namesake muscle to extend.
Slytherin.
Slytherin.
Tongue.
Well, the answer is whatever the sweet is.
Oh.
The name of the candy.
Tongue Ton Toffee.
That is correct.
That was so funny.
That was pretty good. I wish that was in the movie. That would have been good.
Yeah.
There are so many things like that I wish were in the movies that are not.
Yeah. I think like in Goblet of Fire, it starts with the Quidditch World Cup. Like they're just walking to the cup, right? Like the Dursleys aren't even in that
I wish
movie.
they would have tortured Dudley more.
Yeah.
No, there's something.
Because I think there's like the flash of Voldemort
the
killing
fourth
the
movie
gardener.
starts with the gardener, and then it
he's killing
flashes
the gardener,
to him at the
and then-
Weasleys with a nightmare.
Right. So he's not even at the Dursleys. So it just skips in it.
It
All right.
skips like that whole beginning part.
Look, I'm going to say this about Goblet of Fire, the book. Like, that lead up to get into it was like way too long. It takes like 10 chapters to get into the meat of the book. Like, I'm just like,
I really like it. You can really tell that I think J.K. Rowling takes like a leap in her.
Like the scene of Mr. Weasley coming to pick him up to take him to the burrow, and he's like meeting the Dursley. That is hilarious.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah,
but I'm just talking about the first chapter with the gardener and stuff. Just the way that she uses words is just it's different. You can tell there's a difference between her first 3 books. I think what probably happened is she wrote the first 3 books like all really close to each other. Then I think there's a gap, and then she jumps in with Goblet of Fire, and she's like evolved to this next level.
In the fourth book,
I think the first 3 books she had no clue what she was doing. She was just writing them, and then book 4 she was like, this is pretty popular. I should probably make a plan. And then I think that's where, like.
In the fourth book, is that where Dudley walks around with his like facing everything, holding his butt?
Because he's afraid.
Because he's like afraid of Hagrid like putting the tail on or something.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Next question. According to its slogan, you should be worrying. This is another treat, by the way. According to its slogan, you should be worrying about this constipation sensation instead of the Dark Lord.
I need to reread the books.
I know Fred and George invented it.
Yeah.
It's
3 syllables.
This is so painful right now.
I'm just thinking of medications that I learned in class. This is not helping.
Yeah, probably not.
No, because this is from Half-Blood Prince, and it's killing me because I remember reading this and it made me laugh my ass off. Like, what was it?
You're close to the answer.
I think I know. Slytherin. You know poo?
You know poo is correct.
Yeah.
You said Half-Blood Prince, and that was what triggered it.
Triggered her.
I was like, no, because I remember reading that and I just remember laughing so hard. I was like, that is brilliant. Like,
All right. Here we go. Harry impressed himself with his brilliance of providing this answer to the Sphinx's riddle in the 3rd task maze.
Oh, it's Ravenclaw. The answer was spider. And he was really impressed.
Spider. That is correct. Yeah, I wish the Sphinx was in.
Okay, I actually
that
watched
was
a video
real.
Yesterday that was like 10 differences between the books and the movies, and the Sphinx and the riddle was actually one of the things, but I could not for the life of me remember the answer.
Right.
Yeah, no, the Sphinx was one of my favorite parts of the books. Like, I love
That
riddles.
whole third task sequence in the book, I think, is way too complicated to put in a movie. So I understand why they just made it
I
simple
mean,
and
I
had to
definitely
run around.
understand the
Like,
changes for sure.
yeah,
But I
I
feel like
think
they
they
could have
could
done
have.
it better than just creepy vines covered in mist.
I think they could have had it where each person kind of encountered a thing, and it was kind of cross cut between them. And I think it would have. You could have done it, and if you'd had less of a focus on action and more of a focus on, well, actually character and like overcoming obstacles, then it would have been a thing. But this is Mike Mule we're talking about, so this isn't Quaron. I think Quaron would have definitely kept the Sphinx because he's like one of those crazy Mexican directors who loves mystery and magic and all that stuff. But yeah.
All right. So the objective in solving Snape's riddle when trying to reach the Philosopher's Stone was to find the potion that would do this.
Slytherin.
No.
Yes.
Allow you to go through the fire to get to the next chamber.
That's pretty close to it. I will go with that. Which again is
that was also in that video.
You guys should have done your research.
Yeah, I should have.
I've known a couple of these. It's just either she was quicker to the buzzer or like that, poo, and I just couldn't pull it. I knew it, I just couldn't pull it. Like from my head.
Wait, wasn't the potion in the last one? I think it was to walk through the fire, but wasn't it also to like not get? Weren't the other ones like poison?
Well,
the
there
balls?
were 3 wines, like 2 poison, one would
And
let you
one.
go forward, and one would let you go backwards.
Right.
That up to 7? If there were 7 bottles, something like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool actually. I think you're seeing a theme here. I like riddles. So
Yeah.
I still cannot figure it out myself. Like I know the answer, and I still can't come up with how she did it.
Yeah. I mean, Ravenclaw, you should be getting these because these are all about riddles.
I'm not a Ravenclaw. I'm not a Ravenclaw.
Hey, you are for this show.
I am. Okay, I'm method acting as a Ravenclaw with the 3D glasses, but these don't give me extra brains. Okay, I need extra brains to compete with the Slytherins here.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slytherins, they just always have the edge. That's why
they're just vicious and cunning and just horror. These creepy Slytherins.
Like in real life, Slytherins would win just like way more than they do in movies and books.
Slytherins do win. They win everything.
That's why it makes perfect sense to me that the Slytherins are like the rich people. Like, of course they would be.
Yeah.
Okay. The last of the riddle questions before we move on to 5-point questions is this. Since Ravenclaws are so smart, they get into their common room by answering a riddle. Professor McGonagall provided an excellent answer to this riddle. What was her answer?
Slytherin.
Oh, Jesus.
Slytherin.
Everywhere, that is to say nowhere. And it's about vanishing objects.
Yeah, that's right.
That's not what I have here.
Oh.
There's more than one?
There's
just one question, and you kind of alluded to it at the end, but I need the question that she asked, which is like the answer.
Where do vanished objects go?
That is correct.
When they're vanished.
Yeah. That is the correct answer. So I guess I'll just say you got 0 for that because you answered correctly and then you also answered incorrectly.
Okay, whatever.
Good for that.
Here,
you're still ahead by 6 points.
Do you think you can vanish a person? It'd be kind of messed up if you could. Like if you missed the spit of like Lil Terry in his charms class is like try to aim at the goblet and then he accidentally misses and it's like Flitwick or something. That'd be kind of embarrassing.
I think there's a rule about like organic transfigurations and charms and stuff. Like there's some limits to what you can do.
I mean, Seamus basically set fire to the classroom every day.
So clearly there's some kind of fail-safe that, because Seamus didn't actually make anyone disappear or set them on fire.
All right. Yeah. So here we go for 5 points. These are all people. So you have to know the people. This pompous but good-natured Hufflepuff boy in Harry's year at first believed Harry to be responsible for the basilisk's attacks, but later recanted. He would prove to be a loyal member of Dumbledore's army.
Ravenclaw.
Gryffindor.
So I think I heard Ravenclaw first.
Yeah. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say Ernie McMillan.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's right.
For 5
I was gonna say
points.
I was gonna say Justin Fletchley, but I think he was the kid that got attacked by the basilisk.
Yeah, he was. And then Ernie's like,
Yeah.
ooh, it's your fault.
Yeah,
I would guess I won't ask that next question then.
Oh shit! Damn. My bad. I'm sorry, Caleb.
It's okay. I think with that, Ravenclaw and Slytherin are actually tied now, so they're tied at 7, and Gryffindor has 0. So it's okay. You're tied with me.
Watch Gryffindor get 50 points in the last question and win the whole thing. That's what I'm predicting.
Yeah. All I know is that anytime that Matthew was playing as Ravenclaw, he always got screwed over.
Mm.
All right.
Oh, you know
He
that.
screws himself over. No, Matthew screws himself over.
That kind of thing where like you defeat yourself, you know, like where you're only strong and weak.
Yeah.
That's his greatest weakness, and he does, and you know, I mean, he brings it up on himself. By the way, I'm meeting Matthew.
Self-sabotages himself.
I'm meeting Matthew in 9 days, so you'll get some cool pictures in a while.
Oh, nice. You're meeting him in Canada?
No, he's coming to Scotland. Like he's working in London for a bit, then coming to Scotland.
Oh, wow.
So me and Dean are going to be meeting up with him. So I can't wait.
Sweet. Yeah.
I want to meet you and Dean.
Yeah, come to Scotland and you can crash on my couch and have a hobo blanket, and it's really warm hobo blanket though. So yeah.
Trishan and I are going to New York this weekend, so I think a couple people from the group are from there. I'm not sure if we'll have time to hang out with them, but hey, maybe hit us up in Times Square.
Isn't Samuel Ortiz from New York?
Yeah, and he actually works in Times Square too, so maybe we'll see him.
That's
I bet
pretty cool.
he hates everyone who goes there.
Probably. All right, next question. This other Hufflepuff boy in Harry's year was originally something of a doubting Thomas in Dumbledore's army. Harry was able to shut him up by mentioning that Expelliarmus had saved his life against Voldemort.
I haven't reread the books yet this year. This is why I'm doing so bad.
I remember that guy. He was not a very nice kid. I can't remember his name.
He was terrible. I hated him.
Yeah, I can't think of his name though.
I'm going through all the books in audiobook, and if you guys ever listen to the audiobooks,
I think Stephen Fry does them.
No, it's let me see who it is. It is Jim Dale, and when you have the earlier books, it's really cool because all 3 of the first books were audio recorded before Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone came out as a movie. And so he still pronounces it Voldemort instead of Voldemort. Like the movies kind of added the T. But he does a lot of great stuff. He does all the voices and he is really great. So if you ever listen to the audiobooks, like definitely download Audible and do that.
I think Stephen Fry did the newer editions of the audiobooks. I think the older versions is.
Well, these are like the official like Pottermore ones, I think. But anyway,
he's so cool.
Anybody want to try to answer that question? So the answer.
What was the question again? Like I've completely.
The other Hufflepuff that's like the doubting Thomas kid.
Yeah.
Whose name escapes me.
No. Okay.
His name is Zachariah Smith.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Why did I think he was a Slytherin?
Zachariah is just the most.
That's the Hufflepuff because he was a Hufflepuff because the Hufflepuffs really just kind of did not like Harry after Goblet of Fire. They just kind of they had a real beef.
Yeah, they had a really big beef with Harry. Yeah,
they did. They thought, By the way, like whenever I think of Zachariah, I just think of like some evil, like weird, like niche Christian cultist leader guy. My name is Zachariah, and I'm here to educate you in the ways of the Lord.
Here's some Kool-Aid for you to drink.
Yeah, I'll set you on fire if you don't.
Yeah, you got to go with like the cool biblical names like Caleb. Like it doesn't really get much better than that.
Yeah, Caleb's pretty cool actually.
Anything with Aya at the end of it, you got to watch out. All right.
Oh yeah, and Mandy, watch Mandy. Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremiah. He's such a mad. That movie is mental. Anyway, carry on.
Okay. Anyway, back to Harry Potter. These are all names, and they're all single, like word names. All right. So for 5 points each, give a character, and this is middle names. They're all middle names of characters.
Oh,
Let's start off with an easy one. I'll say the name, and then you buzz in with the middle name. I'll say the first name and last name.
Wait, are we still using our house names?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so still use the house names. All right. Harry Potter.
Slytherin.
Ravenclaw.
I think I heard Gryffindor, unless he just went.
I think Jordan started Gryffindor before I started it, but I finished first, so I think Jordan.
Okay, Jordan.
That's Harry James Potter.
That is correct. 5 points. You are on the board.
Finally, something I'm good at. I know names.
Okay. All right. This one's a little bit harder. Cornelius Fudge.
Wait. Ravenclaw. I think it's Oswald.
Oswald is correct. That's amazing.
That is not what I was thinking.
That's a great pull, Ewan.
I think it was once on a certificate somewhere. I don't know why I remembered that. It's been a long time since I've been.
All right. Even more obscure. Regulus Black.
Oh, Ravenclaw. Arcturus.
Arcturus is correct. Wow, did you just read this book?
Well, to be fair, that one's mentioned a bit more, but yeah.
Yeah, RAB, that's like a big one.
That is not how I thought that name was pronounced at all.
I thought it was Arcturus.
I got it close enough, okay? Like, let's not dwell.
No, I thought mine was really bad. Like, I had no idea how to pronounce that name when I read the book, so I was just like, RAB, every time his name came up.
Yeah, I had a kid in my youth group who I guess his parents never let him watch the movies. And he was talking to me about the books. And he's like, I think Hermione is like my favorite character. I'm like, who's Hermione? And he's like, the girl, Hermione. She hangs out with Harry. I'm like, what? That's not how you pronounce it. It's Hermione. He's like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. It's not how it's spelled.
Hermione sounds like an Elvis or some kind.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys seen that theory that's why she put in the teaching Crumb how to pronounce her name thing in the fourth book?
His kids probably got confused. So I think the fourth book is kind of like that. Yeah. That new step. All right. So there are 3 more names. Here we go. Percy Weasley.
I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't lose any more points.
You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna feel stupid, but I don't know it.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna say it, and it's instantly.
All right. So the answer is Ignatius.
I would never have forgotten that. But the Weasleys are a bit confusing because there's so many of them. But like I used to know all of them. Yeah.
All right. So
Percy is absolutely an Ignatius, though.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
He's definitely another character that you know a lot more in the book. He's even you kind of miss him a little bit in the movies. You hardly even notice that he's there.
After the first 2 movies, he's an afterthought. Like he has like one scene in Azkaban, and then after that is just like he's there for like a glorified cameo.
Yeah, I think there's like that one moment in the Order of the Phoenix where he's like holding somebody back or something like that.
Yeah,
in Dumbledore's office, and you're just like, wait, isn't that Percy?
Yeah, it's such a shame.
I love in Azkaban when they're going to the photo and he just comes through all the suits. It's like, move away! I'm head boy.
He's such a great. Sorry. Yeah,
that was such a huge thing in the book that he was so proud of becoming head boy. That little scene just makes me smile every time.
Yeah, no, he's I thought he was a really underrated character as well. Like in terms of his how he eventually came round. I thought it was really good how the book actually didn't focus that much on it, and it was just kind of like it kind of made it more powerful in a way because it was like all this stuff was happening, and it was just kind of a given that Percy was going to. There were more important things at stake. He was going to forgive his family, and they were going to reconcile.
They should forgive him because, like, I understand why he had his mentality about them, but at the same time, it's your family, dude. You don't like.
Yeah, no. So I meant the other way around, but yeah.
All right. 2 more names, and then I think we'll probably end with just a final question worth 10 points or something, just to see who's gonna win. So 2 more.
It's my chance.
This is not gonna go well.
Here comes Gryffindor. Watch yourself.
Yeah, this one's a little easier, I think. Okay. So it's Harry's son, Albus Potter.
Oh,
Gryffindor.
I think I heard Ravenclaw first.
Oh, come on. Can you not
Severus.
hear me, Caleb?
No, I was definitely first. It was Severus.
I feel like
Severus is correct.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I can never
Alright.
tell because I can't hear you guys right away always.
Hmm.
So I say it and then I can't tell who actually buzzes in first.
Yeah, there's a problem with like.
That's same here. It's real fractured. It's like I can hear you guys saying it as I'm saying it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to time. I'll give you guys a wee tip. This is a wee Ravenclaw tip that I picked up from these 3D glasses. Actually, they do have extra IQ. I was lying. Cheating.
they have
what
the
I do is
answer.
I,
Your Google glasses. He's been cheating the entire time.
No,
Yeah.
what I do is I actually answer 0.8 of a second or something like that ahead because there's a delay, and so I just compensate for that. I don't think I've been overstepping. I don't think I've been overstepping, Caleb.
That sounds way more like a Slytherin thing than a
trying to do-
Ravenclaw thing.
No, I mean it's using it's
I was
you have a
trying to do a
weakness.
video
so you-
call and they couldn't see me. So
Tell your mom we said hi.
Nah, go ahead.
That's actually a racing thing.
My
Like
friend
race
said
cars.
hi.
A
Okay.
racing
He
thing?
said hi.
So the last name, Dolores Umbridge.
Oh,
Gryffindor.
Ravenclaw.
I think I heard Gryffindor first.
Oh no,
It's Jane.
Jane is correct.
That
boo!
is.
All right.
Favoritism. This
Don't
is the
remember
Gryffindor
anybody's
comeback.
name apparently.
All right. So
Okay.
Slytherin had a strong start. She has 7, and Gryffindor has 10, and Ravenclaw has 22. So we're gonna do I think
50 points.
just doesn't matter at all. Yeah.
Dear Dumbledore, 50 points to Gryffindor.
In honor of Dumbledore, this last one is worth 50 points.
Yeah.
All right, let's try to find a good one here. Some of these are like so obscure. Like, how are you guys on names of charms?
Depends on the charm.
I'm great at that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that one. The
If
question
it's
was,
dueling spells, yes. If it's anything else, not really.
yeah, I don't even remember like when this was.
No, because I love spells. Like spells are like my favorite thing about the human.
Well, I'll save this
Jordan,
one.
remind me to tell you something my little brother came up with after this. Then, if you like spells.
Yeah, I'll ask you the spell after this one, but okay, we'll just go with this one. Yes, we all know that Snape's question about the difference between a couple of plants was a trick question because they were the same thing. But for 50 points, what are the 2 names for the plant that Snape says in the question?
Oh no.
This is on Harry's first day of potions.
Crap.
I didn't read the textbook either. So, yeah.
All right. Well, the answer was Monkshood and Wolfsbane.
Oh my god.
I knew Wolfsbane was one of them, but I couldn't remember the other one.
So embarrassing because this is like the classic Harry Potter trivia question, and I've gotten it right like 3 times before.
If I had watched the movie yesterday like I planned to, I would have gotten that right.
All right. Well, let's talk about some dark detectors. I know that you guys know all about sneakoscopes and faux glasses, but see if you know this one. This long, thin, flexible golden rod is used by Argus Filch to scan students beginning in Harry's 6th year. We also see one at the Ministry before Harry's hearing in Gringotts begins using them during the Second War for added security. So what is this dark detector? These are just too hard. It's called 2 different things.
I have no idea.
All right. One thing it's called is a probity probe, but it's also called the secrecy sensor.
I would never have gotten that.
Nope.
All right.
I don't even remember. That was actually in the books? Like I
remember that being used, but I didn't remember the name of it.
I remember Filch being really dodgy, but like other than that, I don't remember. I don't remember that. It's funny how he pioneered. It's funny how he pioneered something before Gringotts. Like, as interest, like a cleaner is like pioneering. Does he have like the patent for that? Do you think?
Maybe.
Or did someone else invent it? I just find the idea of Phil pitching something to Gringotts like that'd be so funny.
Okay. So here's a question about a young wizard's quest to make himself immune to a certain weakness, and this is not Voldemort. So that's the way that it prefaces it, but here are
Hold
questions.
on 1 second.
All right.
Yep. When you finish, you can put that chair back where it's supposed to be and clean up that.
Oh man, he's in trouble now.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Right. This might apply to Jordan if his mom does this to him, but this is the tragic death that befalls the maiden in the warlock's hairy heart. I think this is Beetle the Bard.
Oh, again, the book is on the shelf over there, and I haven't read it in like 9 years.
Man. All right. The warlock cuts out her heart.
Oh, of course. Oh my! This is so annoying.
All right. So I'll go.
By the way, is the next one about Quidditch? Please tell me it's about Quidditch.
No.
I'll answer any Quidditch question.
Let's go to the category of Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. Let's do that since we like those so much. Okay. One of the earliest products of the Weasleys were trick versions of these objects. Attempts to use them result in their changing into objects like rubber chickens. Slytherin.
Trick wands.
That is correct for the win.
Oh no!
All right, 57 points. Allison is the winner.
I shouldn't have said that. I feel so like small now.
How many points did I have?
You had 10 points.
Okay.
So
It's
not too shabby. So let me ask you that charm question, though. So if you utter Ricta Sempra, you are using this charm. What kind of a charm is it?
It's a dueling spell.
No.
I know that.
Rectum Sempra is a dueling spell. I can't remember Rectum Sempra.
Yeah. What does it do to you? I don't
Is
know
it
why
disarming spell?
No.
If it was Rectum Sempra, I'd know what it does. But
yeah.
this is Rectum Sempra.
Yeah, it's not Rectum Sempra. So
this is killing me because I've heard this spell before.
So it is a tickling charm. So
right.
That wasn't what I was thinking, but yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, all right. Allison is the winner yet again. This proves that she endured to the end. So good job, Allison. All right. Anything you guys want to give shout outs to before we sign off for today? Allison, you have anything coming up in your life that we need to give you positive thoughts or prayers for? Any exams?
3 exams and a presentation and 2 more lab days.
Yeah, she's just like going through it in her head.
And 2 quizzes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
This is going to be the death of me.
Yes. But hopefully it will be the life of other people that you save when you are a nurse.
I've got to get through it first.
Yeah.
Nursing is a really good thing to do. Like, you're definitely, major respect. Definitely.
Yeah, you're doing way better than Yoon. His life. He's just throwing it away, doing film industry stuff.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's what my parents said until I showed them my plan. So,
Yeah.
you can just button it, man. Like, I know I'm doing okay.
All right.
Okay, Mom.
Anything coming up that we need to support you on? Anything you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I'll notify the group about it when it happens. But I've been making this stupid film for like 10 months. This short film. It's like this experimental sci-fi thing that basically was about me teaching myself how to make films. But it's turning out pretty good. But it's going to be a bit of a mess. So if I'm probably going to be posting it in the group and asking for feedback once it's finished. But
cool.
Yeah, just that. I'll just more to come on that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Jordan, anything going on in your life you want to give a shout out to?
Nothing, man. I'm just trying to graduate soon.
Do we have a fantasy football matchup coming up? Or I think maybe we don't play each other anymore.
No, I know I beat you like 2 weeks ago. So
yeah, I know. But my team looks pretty good now. So I think if I win out, I can make the playoffs. So then I'm coming for you.
Yeah. I'm tied for second place. Cole is literally 1 game above me, and it's killing me because he beat me by like 4 points, and that was that week that the Vikings defense gave me like -8 points, so I really should have won. And it just, yes, but yeah,
I'm liking that.
I really have.
Yeah. All I was saying is I like the lens flare. You had a lens flare a minute ago.
Yeah, I think the lighting on yours looks really good now too, Yoon. Like the shadows look really good.
Yeah, no, I changed location because I need to charge my phone. That's why. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so Caleb, have you got anything going on that we should know about? Because like you've asked me this several times, and I've never asked you that. I feel kind of bad about it. Like,
well, yeah. I mean, I just do this podcast for you guys to be able to create some community in the group. It is a little harder around the holidays, and so I think there's going to be 3 more episodes. I'm trying to do them one on Rocky and Creed, which I think is coming up, and then I'm going to try to do one on Christmas movies, and then I think there's just a random like movie wars episode. So look forward to those, and you can jump on and support the show on Patreon if you want to get some fun prizes. That's just a way that we can get more competitive and have fun in the group, and so that also pays to keep the podcast online and stuff, which really doesn't cost that much, but every dollar counts. So if you want to jump on in there, go ahead and do so. But until then, we will see you next time. Again, so professional.
Caleb, did you write that backwards, or did you like it's forwards on my screen, but like you mentioned it was backwards on yours before, like?
Yeah, no, it's forwards. It just appears backwards on mine. All right.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,